Okay, welcome to Slay and Pray with Alicia, Alicia, and Corinna. Welcome to Slay and Pray with Alicia and Corinna, the podcast where two creative coworkers turned besties deep dive into the shows we can't stop talking about.
Because let's be real, sometimes you slay and sometimes you pray. And we're here for all of it. Let's go.
We are truly so lucky today to welcome international TEDx speaker and famous disability inclusion advocate, Alycia Anderson. Hey, sis.
Thank you for the new title. Fame has been added. Love that.
There's more, but I just wanted to say hi.
Hey. Thank you for having me.
She is the CEO of the Alycia Anderson Company, LLC. She's studied adaptive physical education at California State University, Chico, earning a bachelor's degree and continued on to receive her master's degree from KU Leuven, Belgium, in adapted physical activity, emphasizing the benefits, practices, and principles of inclusion. Not only is Alicia professionally very impressive, but as my big sister, she is truly the best. I have been so blessed to grow up with her leading our way and championing inclusion to make this world a better place than when we found it. Alycia Anderson, welcome to the show.
I'm so excited to be here. This podcast has turned out to be my absolute favorite download every week because it's the one that ensures a giggle, a little bit of inspiration, and some great suggestions. So I love it. And the classic call out. My favorite part is the shout outs. Shout out to that.
Shout out.
Yeah.
My favorite
friend of the pod.
Really.
Friend of the pod. Yeah. Alicia was like, my sister really loves when we do shout outs, and she's going to copy on pushing forward with Alicia.
Yeah. People love it.
You know what? Speaking of, shout out to Kari because she has been all over socials with things to talk about this week.
Oh, yeah. We were also going to start doing people's birthdays.
Yeah.
Just like shout them out on the podcast every week. And happy birthday to little Timmy over in Chicago.
Sis, did you hear 2 weeks ago I shouted out Marty's birthday?
I did hear it.
Okay, good.
I did hear it.
It's going to be your thing. People love it.
Really enjoying how you two have been sewing in everybody in your life. Like, I feel like I know both of your husbands. I mean, I know Bobby well, but I know both husbands. Like, it's so cute, the storytelling that you do and the banter that you all have together. I love it. So fun.
Thank you.
So fun.
You know,
we're having a good time.
We try our hardest. Well, it's our very exciting moment where we get into the slay and the pray of the week. And Alicia, since you're a guest, we would love for you to go first.
I mean, I think I've got a couple of slays, but I think my ultimate one, and this is going to sound pretty cliche for just being on the show, but I'm pretty excited to be a guest on both of your show, but no, like not playing favoritisms, but I'm very excited for my little sister. She's been so excited to start the podcast. She was my number one fan when I started my podcast. And so it's a slay moment to be a guest on both of your podcasts and to watch it just be as cute as it is. I really think this show is going to go far. So I'm so proud of you. You've got a very unique banter. So my slay is being, I think, your second guest on the show and just kind of lifting both of you up in your power and your bravery and your talents to do this show. I love it. And I think you're bringing a lot of joy to a lot of people that you're not even realizing. So I think it's going to straight to the stars, first of all.
Oh,
Play, I think.
Thank you. Very kind of you to say.
Yeah. And then pray. Like, I wish I had something like the water went out and Bobby was in the bathroom. And, it was like, but Marty was in the bathroom. And then when he finished, it was the sexiest thing I've ever seen because he unclogged the whatever. That story was my favorite on the last episode. Was the last episode? Very close to. So
Yeah.
I don't have a story like that. I've just been like, right now I'm in the hustle of work and, I have waves of really busy seasons in my work. And right now is like pitching and selling and pitching and selling. And I've just had this I'm on this entrepreneur cycle that's like, one day love, next day hate, one day love, next. And so like I'm selling and pitching. And so I'm having a lot of like ups and downs with that right now. And so my pray and slay is I've lost a couple deals this week, but I gained a couple more. And I'm just kind of like working my process. So that wasn't nearly as fun or interesting as the husband stories with the refrigerator or the water clog or whatever else. And so also hoping and wondering, Alicia, if you got a new fridge and if Corinna, all the toilets are circulating again.
That's right. We need to update. We haven't updated at all.
I think we're both probably still financially reeling through those things.
Pretty much there's no update. My fridge is still broken. So.
Stop!
Yes. We're just using the small fridge still.
God.
Update, no update.
Well, my updates are my toilets are flushing.
That's all we can ask for.
That's all we can ask for. Alisha, why don't you do your slay and pray?
We do need to also say that we're like, there's 2 Alicias here. That's a big deal.
Alicia.
I've never met another Alicia. I've met many Alicias, but no Alicias.
We call it Alicia. You know what? I love that. And I actually don't know if I've met another Alicia either. And I especially love the way that you spell yours.
That's pretty.
Well, I know yours. I thought I've never seen it spelled like that. I know like for my name, it was spelled like that because my parents wanted it to be Alicia, not Alycia.
Makes sense. I get the Alicia a lot. SH in my name.
I always say I wish I had a nickname, but you really, like, you can't make up your own nickname, really. You have to be bestowed upon you. And
okay, Allie.
I've like snuck that in. I'm like, oh, it's Allie.
I'm Allie today.
Nobody calls me Allie.
Your Starbucks name.
Oh.
Starbucks name. Okay.
Allie, go.
My slay and pray. My slay this week is Mundo scheduled us a date. I would say date night, but it's not. It's during the day. So yes, I'm so excited. We don't ever really do that, but it's also like not something super important to me to like always be doing that. But I was just disappointed because this week I was supposed to go to eat lunch at work at this really cool place that I wanted to go to. And it was for work, so it was going to be paid for. And so I was very excited to go. And then my babysitter had to cancel because my baby got her sick. So, I mean, I could only be so mad. And so my baby had to cancel, so I had to stay home, so I couldn't go. And I was like super bummed. And so he's going to take me because I've never been to that restaurant before. So he planned a babysitter. My mom is going to watch her. And so I'm really excited to go. And this place better be good.
Are you going to where we went?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go there. I wanted to go.
Oh my God, you got to get the agua fresca, the watermelon one.
Good to know.
So good. And all I kept going the whole time was, I wish this had tequila in it and I wasn't on the vlog.
Pray this week is baby had a well child visit, which is just like they do like 12 months, 13 months, 15 months. And so when you have a baby, like they're just in their diaper because they got to do the full like whole check and stuff like that. And so she has really short hair and she's just in her diaper and she doesn't have any pink shoes on or her pink clothes on. And so the doctor came in and was like, oh, look at this handsome guy. I'm like, I was like, no, it's a girl.
You're like, did you check your chart?
I'm like, first of all, are you coming in the right room? Like,
well, you have the right medications loaded up into that shot, dude.
Oh my God.
So I always have to make sure that she's in pink. I am not like a pinky girly girl. Like my girl must be in pink all the time, but like I have to because people think she's a little boy.
God.
She has really short hair and it's dark. And I mean, that's the only thing to differentiate a baby is their long hair. So I immediately bought little hair ties.
Make sure you're checking your doctor's chart before you leave.
Literally, I need to make sure that now.
Whoa.
And so I immediately went on Amazon and bought hair ties so that I could, because her hair's not really long enough to like do anything.
Don't put her in a societal box. Okay?
Like, should I get her ears pierced? Like, I don't know.
That was totally the doctor's fault.
I'm like, but she does. She looks like a little boy. It's okay.
She doesn't.
It's cute. It's so cute.
Ever. I have her photo on my laptop.
Yeah.
It's always like, I want that sticker.
There's plenty of stickers, birthday stickers.
Yeah, you should bring me one for him though. Oh, okay. Well, I was not expecting you to say that. That's like, damn, your doctor. Okay, well, my slay this week, I was talking to my sister who happens to be sitting right here. And we were chit-chatting, and I pull into work. Taylor Swift is engaged. I'm freaking out. Like, I do an immediate story, which, by the way, also got some engagement. Thank you, Taylor. And then I called Allie, and left her this, like, bitch voicemail. I'm like, Taylor Swift is engaged, and you are not answering. Like, this is breaking news. You know?
In a meeting. Like, it's not just I've got to go.
So I walk up the stairs and I'm like, honestly, like prancing through the halls. I'm like, happy Taylor Swift's engaged day. I am like, I put my lunch in the fridge. I'm like living my best life. I get down to like the HR professional room and I'm like, how are we? There are two people standing outside. Okay. I go, how are we supposed to work today when Taylor Swift is engaged? And they both go, I know. And we all three of us hug.
Like freaking Paul Revere through the town.
It was like, Taylor Swift's engaged. How do you want me to work here today? Oh,
am I supposed to get anything done?
Did the both of you enjoy Taylor Swift's engagement day as well?
Not as much as that, but I'm happy for her, as one stranger would be for another stranger to get engaged.
It made me pretty happy. I feel like I'm the Taylor Swift. I'm going to refer back to your last episode too, when you were talking about Taylor Swift. I think it was the last episode. And how Alicia is a fan, but not a Swiftie. Like, and I think maybe Corinna, you said that too. And I feel the same way. Like, she makes me really, really happy, but I didn't like jump out of my wheels and like do flips or anything like that because of it. But it has been making me happy to see the content.
Yes.
Well, you should.
I'm happy for her.
You probably should. God. Okay. My pray this week.
We disappoint Corinna with our.
Like, wow. Like,
rain on my parade.
So my pray this week, my husband and I were chatting about Summer I Turned Pretty, as we always do, talking about chemistry of main characters. So he's like reading this list that he finds on Google, and he casually mentions one day. How dare he mention one day in a casual setting?
You have to be in a grieving setting.
Yeah. He was like, I've never seen it. What's that? And I was like, it's the one day that happens every year for 15 years. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's a cool concept. I'm like, yeah. Have you seen One Day?
I am afraid to say no, but no.
I know. This is a judgment full zone, just so you know.
Bobby. I don't know. But I will find out.
Don't cry, because if you want to cry, like you're like, I need to have a good cry, turn that on.
Okay.
But if you won't, but if you want to live like a happy life, don't do that.
To say the least. She's got a real walk to remember vibe.
Yeah. Oh. Totally.
Which I also haven't seen, but you know, at this point, I do know what has happened.
Wow. Alicia, you haven't seen it either, have you?
Add it to the list.
I knew it!
No. But I get it. I know what it is. Spoiler, she dies. Like.
Okay, well, I mean, both of you could stand to do a little bit of movie watching. Okay.
No, like I need to do show watching too after like some of the things I've had to think about for this too. Like series watching.
Yeah. Um, okay, then I wanted to do two other things. One, overall slay for the pod. Sis, because you don't watch our social media all day, every day like we do.
I do watch it
We
often though. You can give me
thank
like a
you.
call out for that. Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, a shout
Well,
out.
you did that comment the other day to me, like not everybody focuses on social media like you do.
That's because you're excited.
So,
I hate relationship with social media because it takes so much of my time that I'm like, ugh. So, you know,
I
but you
agree.
need it. And you all are doing so good with your social media. I love it.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
Corinna.
So Allie was like, let's post this. I'm going to do it real quick. And I was like, okay, like whatever. I didn't even think about it. It was like out of the editorial calendar we had planned. So I was like, all right, I'll just fit it in between post A and post C. Alycia Anderson. As of this recording,
Did it go viral?
it has. Hold on.
It has not gone viral. It's just gotten.
Go ahead. It has 15,200 views and
views.
over almost 200 likes.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's the most likes we've ever got.
Alicia, congratulations.
I know.
You really made it, and it was you, not my sis. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going.
And
Yeah.
honestly, it seems like you're growing really fast, like right out of the gate. And it's like your vibe is so cute and your banter is so funny, you know? So it's so good. It's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations on going viral.
I mean, it's not viral. Corinna, it was like 1,000 views last night, and she's like, "We're viral," and I'm like, maybe if it's like 1,000 likes. She's like, Alicia, why do you have to do that to me?
I do think the views count, though. I think you need to give yourself a little credit.
Views are views. It's true. It's spreading.
Yeah,
I'm on board.
Also, I don't mean to be like a somber Sally and like really bring the podcast down, but we do want to do an overall pray this week for the Minneapolis school shooting. It has really, really affected us this week, and we just really hope that people can send their children to school and know that they're going to be able to pick them up. So we are so sorry for what has happened this week in our country again, and we wish it would stop.
Definitely. Thank you, Corinna, for pointing that out, bringing it up. I think those things are important to bring up and talk about.
Yeah, definitely. And we will be right back. Okay, we are back. Sis, since you are here, we would be remiss to not get into a little bit about representation and why it is so important in today's media and television landscape. And so we wanted to discuss your thoughts on that, and sort of hoping that will lead us into other various pathways.
Yeah, I mean, representation, like my expertise would definitely be, more on the disability side of the things, but the theories like definitely translate to everybody. And I think in simple words, like we as a society, we don't believe things are possible or true or, like we don't believe in the path unless we're actually seeing true, authentic representation of like many diverse lived experiences, including disability. And media, television, magazines, articles, podcasts, I mean, you name it. If it's not representing the population and the way they show up authentically, then we are consuming something that is like, not representative of like the possibilities of the lived experience. And like from a disability standpoint, historically, if disability has been represented in TV shows or movies and such, it's either from like an inspirational standpoint, we need to overcome disability for it to be like admired, we need to pity it as like a medical model, fix it, or you're not like worthy to be like acceptable in society, or it's just invisible altogether and it's not depicted in television and shows. And in that, it's just a mishit and a misrepresentation of like that population or that group of people. And we're starting to see major shifts in the representation, specifically of people with disabilities in shows and TV and things like that, especially since social media has come into fruition, because disabled people have been able to take their own narratives and take it out of the hospital bed, not worth living, like not worth, the effort to try to navigate that lived experience, something you would never want, something that is an other, and take that power into our own hands and say like, no, like we're just the same. We want to work. We want to have families. We want to love. We want to have sex. We want to like be hired. We want to experience the world. We want to travel, all the things. We want to be strong. We want to, and show the tough stuff. But from a disability standpoint, growing up without the representation that media and TV offers, for me, like I never saw anybody that looked like me. I'm a wheelchair user full time, in any shows. And if it was like, oh no, that isn't me, because it was like very like limiting or sickly or medical. And so for the things to start, for these images and these depictions to start to shift into actual like real lived experiences, we can't be moms. We do get married. We drive car, all the basic things that is just assumed are impossible. Like that promotes visibility, hiring, breaking stereotypes, breaking down ableism, like, and it empowers the disabled community specifically, or anyone that's different, to, you see somebody doing it, you're like, oh, I can go apply for that job. I can do this activity. I can be a comedian. I can, all these things. So representation in shows and in media is so important, for us as a society to believe in the lived experience outside of the typical, like, able-bodied white gender situation, so it's so important.
Definitely. That was great. Yes. I realize how much like movies and TV shows really form the culture and not the other way around. It's not like culture is forming TV show. It's because when you think of high school, you like picture what you like. If you're not in high school, you picture all the stuff you saw on TV. If you picture having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you picture how it's supposed to be because of what you've seen on TV. And so if you're not seeing those other representations, and I think, we're just getting to a point where it's like starting to get other races and genders in places that we weren't typically seeing it and stuff like that, like that starts to shift the culture just by being on a TV show, even if it's a funny TV show or a silly.
And sometimes even better, like putting these stories in those situations where it's funny and we're able to connect and enjoy, and it not always be deep and all of those things. So
something that comes to mind is the Superstore show that, I love. There's a character, he's in a wheelchair and it's literally never even talked about. Like, that's just like, that is just who he is. He's just another employee there. He does everything everyone else is doing. And it's not even a topic of it.
So I love that. I have a friend, her name is Stroker, and she is the first wheelchair user that has ever won a Tony Award. She's been in shows like Glee and the Glee Project, and she's done other like TV roles, but she's like now full-time, like Broadway and things like that. And she won this Tony Award, and like when she was in Oklahoma, and she played Aldo Annie, I think that's the name, and she had this role, and I had never been to New York to see anything on Broadway, and she got this role, and I was like to my husband, like, we got to go, like, I want to go to New York, I want to see her on Broadway live. And we went, and the same thing happened. And this is a new thing, right? Like, hire the disabled person, adapt, and this is a musical, so she was singing and dancing, the whole thing, adapt around the disability, so the disability was never mentioned. And she played the character that was like scandalous, dating multiple men, and like it was so awesome to see her literally slay the stage, you know. And like it was a moment for me to like have that like powerful thing on stage where you're like, wow, they never mentioned her disability. It was life-changing for me. Like it was so cool. So I haven't seen that show, but I am just adding it to my list right now. I need to watch it. That's awesome that they don't even mention the disability. It's great.
They do that in a lot of children's shows now too.
Love it. I love it.
And particularly there is a Lego Ninjago show where one of the characters wears headphones, and the headphones have like a huge bow on it, and they don't ever talk about why she does it. You know, she just does it. And, you know, those types of things make really big differences also in children's lives, and the ways that people grow up looking at disability and understanding that it's just a part of our life and we need to embrace it and not be scared of it.
And those are the moments that are going to actually impact the next generations. It's not like us as adults trying to like solve for all of the like bias that is so ingrained in us that we're going to like, it's hard to switch. Oh, disability is bad. Oh, it's actually just a natural part of life. It actually, disability means being alive. You know, it happens to any of us at any moment. And I was actually speaking at a school recently too. And we were doing this whole like, your difference is your superpower thing. And afterwards, the kids went back to their classrooms, and the teachers were like having the kids draw on their chalkboards about what their superpower is. And there was a little boy that was wearing headphones. Nobody said anything about it, but a little girl walked over to him and said, like, I just want you to know that the bell is really loud for me too. And I wish I had earphones, you know? And it's like creating those environments where it's normalized, you know, to be different is so, 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 so powerful for the projection of understanding of like just human kind, nature, all that. So I love that story about that show. What's it called? The supermarket?
Superstore.
Superstore.
Close. Yeah, Superstar. It's really good.
Speaking of Netflix, I was watching a documentary that the name has escaped me.
Full Circle.
Full Circle. And lo and behold, it was in the top 10. Lo and behold, there's a picture of my sister, the waitress in a wheelchair. That was the heading, wasn't it, sis?
Were you the main like Netflix thumbnail?
I was one. No. I was not the main Netflix thumbnail, but I did have a cameo. The documentary is about this wheelchair user who becomes a skier and all of these things, and his story of kind of like coming to terms with his spinal cord injury and all that. And the people who produced the documentary have this magazine that I was on the cover. Many of us were on the cover, but I was on the cover as a waitress in a wheelchair. It was years ago, but they put it up in the documentary, and I was pretty proud. Like they chose like 5, I don't think there was even 10. They chose like 5 to 7 stories that they posted into the documentary, and I was the first one that they showed. And again, that's like a story of representation. Like my very first job was waitress in a wheelchair, which is such a random job, but people want to believe in the things that they don't. So this story went global around the world in the 90s. So it went viral actually, but that was like not through likes, just stories in newspaper.
Well, which is like
it was like in the newspaper. So I kind of
real.
Yeah. It was literally in paper print.
Yeah, but I did have a cameo. I call it my cameo on Netflix because I also spoke at Netflix. So I had my own time on Netflix stage at the corporate office too. So I've had my day.
And like just took all these pictures like rolling around their halls and like how cool it's decorated and
all the show. You two would be all over it.
Oh my God. We wouldn't even know what to do. We'd be like, right now in your top 10, you have room for improvement in representation, by the way.
There you go.
Netflix, call us. Okay. All right. Well, Alicia.
Yes.
One last segment.
Yes, we're going to move to our next segment before we let you go and unleash you to the world again. We're going to do a little rapid fire questions for you. Okay.
Pressure.
All right. What is your all-time favorite TV show?
Alicia, you're going to hate this. And this was hard for me to pick, but I think it has to be Sex and the City. And next question to you is, have you started watching? Because that probably is my all-time favorite go-to show of all time.
I wish I could say I continued past this one, but I definitely did not.
What? Wait, did you say it? My internet cut out. What?
Oh yeah, she said Sex and the City. Okay, what is this is hard, but maybe your first show or the one that you can remember that you have binged on Netflix?
Okay, so this was hard because I was trying to think about like when I actually started this whole like idea of binging Ozark, but like the shows that I watch are so embarrassing that I binge. They're all dating shows. They're all like reality shows.
You guys are sisters.
Alicia would hate, but it's my reprieve of checking out. Like I just stupid love, like real stupid, like 90 Day Fiance stupid and whatever. Yeah, maybe that
Mine
was HBO.
was Lost.
Yours was Lost?
Yeah. I didn't think about Lost. That's a good one.
Yeah. Me and Lily, we watched Lost.
Shout out Lily.
Hard. Shout out Lily. We went hard on Lost.
My first Netflix show I binged was Orange is the New Black.
Oh,
I never watched that.
Of course, you both haven't.
It's on my list. I told you. Sure. It's hard to get through these things.
Without Orange is the New Black, streaming would not exist, in my opinion. They should pay them $1 million trillion.
I was in an AT&T commercial with one of those main girls. I forget her name.
Who?
I'd have to look her up.
Laura Prepon?
She was like she had kind of like my color hair. Can't remember her name.
The blonde.
Yeah, she was blonde.
Hold on. Blonde girl.
Blonde girl from Orange is the New Black.
Brewer? Madeline Brewer?
Yeah, I think that is her. I don't know. I need to look. It's been very long.
Madeline Brewer, AT&T.
Anyways,
who is your favorite disabled character on TV?
I mean, there's a lot. Well, there's not a lot. I mean, there's so many. There's not that many. I think right now, probably, I already mentioned Allie, so she's definitely one, but I think another really great one is Bailyn Dupree from Bailyn Out Loud, and she's on the reality show on TLC, and she is depicting like how it is to live with very advanced Tourette's. And what I love about her is she's like part advocacy, but also fun, like shows you the lived experience of a disability that you cannot mask or hide. She will show that like you can live a very full and happy, typical air quoting regular life. And she's also like teaching like some of her followers, like a lot of people like will mimic her Tourette's as like funny or cute, but she'll also like talk about like the right way to talk about it instead of it being like something that's like fun or cute. So anyway, probably her right now.
Awesome. I love it. And she is amazing.
What's your comfort show that you turn to at the end of the day?
I mean, it's any of the dating, like all
say the name.
The ultimatum and the like Netflixy.
Say the name of your favorite one ever. And if you leave this show without saying your favorite show, I do not even know who you are.
You're putting her on the spot. I know. You're accusing her.
Survivor?
Well, that's one of them.
Amazing Race. I love all that stuff.
Married at First Sight.
Oh, Married at First Sight is definitely one. They hasn't been on though, so I think they took it off the air. I don't know. Yeah, anything like that. But I think it's because it's mindless at the end of the night. Like I really want to check out from my just brain. So I'm not proud to admit it. but it's true.
No one ever is. I'm just going to say that. Every time anyone is advocating for reality TV show, they always say, I know it's the worst.
I know. I told
But
Corinna,
Alicia,
I
I
wish
would never say that.
she's going to hate all my picks. She's going to hate them.
You know, she's sneaky, has a lot of opinions. Okay.
I like
Is
that.
it judgment free? Judgment.
Keep going.
Okay. What talk show were you featured in?
I was on the Lisa Given show a long time ago, the Sexy and Disabled episode.
I mean, if you're going to be on one, that's a good one to be on.
Different one. Okay. Well, excuse me.
Awesome.
She was also on MSNBC the other day.
Excuse me? Can't keep up.
Yeah, I can't.
But she's on Slam Pray.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. You're
What
welcome
doesn't she do?
to pray.
Actually, I'm honored that you are willing to do our podcast now.
I'm putting you on I'm putting you on my website for my current events coming up too.
Oh my God. How did we get so blessed?
I know, seriously.
For pray. That'll be my pray for next
Yeah.
week.
Okay, Kiss, Marry, Kill. What am I at? Oh, am I reading these?
Yes.
Zach. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this. Zach Morris from Save Myself. Steve Urkel from Family Matters. Uncle Jesse from Full House. And I like that you called it Kiss, Marry, Kill because you knew I wasn't going to say.
Okay, so you're saying that I need to say kiss, marry, or kill?
Yeah.
One
like
of those people.
Which of them? Huh?
Uncle
Mhm.
Jesse. Obviously.
Who
Okay.
you going to kiss? Who you going to marry? Who you going to kill?
Wait, and you could pick the Steve Urkel, the hot one, not the geeky one, the like buff guy
Jaleel.
one. Yeah, Jaleel. Yeah. If you want, I mean, just
I don't hate the nerdy guy either, though. You know what I mean? Like they're usually the ones to marry. I'll say I'll marry him.
True.
Honestly,
okay.
marry
There you
Steve
go.
Urkel.
You would probably
Yeah,
end up. That would be
He
good.
starts off the geeky one, and then he ends up buff and like rich. So
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Exactly.
I'll say kiss. I guess Jesse from Uncle Jesse and kill. I don't really want to kill anybody.
Okay.
If
Well,
you had to.
I feel like Zach Morris
I
should
have
have
to
done
get
it.
Zach Morris, but I hate to say that.
I
But
get
that's
it.
fine.
Okay. Well, then I would just say, yeah, kill Zach Morris
Okay.
and his car phone.
Okay, now we're here for the dirt. Your favorite memory of Corinna growing up.
So I knew this question was coming, and then like I had to like rack my brain, like what is the thing? And then I just thought like Corinna and we grew up in different households because our parents got divorced when she was really young. And my favorite memory about Corinna is very consistent. Every time we would pick her up for like summer break or she would go back home, there was this like embrace, you know? It was like, so it wasn't like one fun moment. Like my favorite memory is just like the excitement of my little sister when she got to be with her like twin sisters and us just be together. And she's just such a special person. And so it was hard for me to pick one thing, but it's just her like aura and how sweet and kind and loving and giving she is. So I just, even to today, when I'll show up in Arizona or she comes here, that when she shows up, she still has that same like, I'm here. So I guess it's just when we
Does it
like
at work too? So
yeah.
No. I just greeted
Each other.
2 HR people that way this week.
What would you
So
have said,
sweet.
Sissy?
I would have said having sleepovers at you and Regina's apartment, or going to the beach and having tuna sandwiches with Aunt Carol, or 4th of July's, or riding around in your brown Honda, chatting to Aunt Mary's. But yeah, but also that was good what you said.
Yeah. Anyway,
That was really nice.
That's so sweet. We should just get sisters on here. Shout out Melissa. You'll be on in the future.
You better, Melissa.
Shout out
She's been
Regina.
very active on social. Shout out Regina. You know, and just
There,
for shits and
snuck
giggles,
it.
shout out Molly. We didn't mention her this episode.
Shout out Molly.
You know what, Molly?
Shout out Molly.
Shout out Molly.
Molly is included in the sisters.
Yeah. Anyway, sis, well,
Thank you for having me.
you so much for coming on and giggling with us today and sharing your perspective. I think that anytime we can talk about your perspective is a great day. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Congratulations on such an amazing show. I can't wait to
Thank you.
reach the stars with this one.
Thank
Thank you. It's
you.
been so great having you. Thank you so much.
Okay, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, well, Holy Toledo, episode 8. The Summer I Turned Pretty.
This episode and last episode, this is what I've been freaking waiting for. Okay, this is what I've been wanting this whole freaking thing. I wanted one recap episode and the rest I wanted to be on my toes.
I totally agree. But I've actually liked every episode. Oh, I've actually liked all of them. Thank you.
1 and 2, 3, meh. I don't remember 4. 5 with Conrad. It didn't give me what I wanted.
That was so, you know what? The fact that you didn't go viral for that heinous comment thought is wild.
That's right. They're here for us now. We'll start recycling our content and it'll hit.
We're gonna do all 125 of you.
Killing it.
Okay, we're going to get into our episode 8 download, but literally we were blessed this morning with the trailer for the last 3 episodes of this series.
It's like they're starting a whole new show for us. Like the fact that there was a trailer for
it. They must have been like, the fans are doing way too much content. Like we have to get some content out.
So true. So true. But also, I will say, every single trailer that they've put out, like in the beginning, they've all been like red herring trailers. There's like all this stuff in it that it's like a teaser. It's like all these scenes, and you're like, oh my god, this is what it's all going to be about. And then it ends up being like a nothing scene in the actual show.
Agreed.
Like the wedding scene. Like, we're going to get into it in this episode, but, like, they've built up the wedding so freaking much, and it was literally just a rehearsal, and they were like, meh.
No. Red herring, what a good reference.
Is that an old-timey reference?
Well, yeah, but it's here, you know.
So just hold a candle for her.
God!
Fits!
Tail bust. Okay, get into it, girl.
Okay. Summary of season 3, episode 8 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. The Last Kiss.
Oh! Even hearing it again.
Such a good one. Spoilers are ahead. Yeah. On this week's episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, tensions explode as Belly faces the reality of marrying Jeremiah, while still holding feelings for Conrad. When she admits Conrad's confession to Jeremiah, the wedding unfreaking ravels. Brotherhood shatter, punches are thrown, heartbreak runs deep. A letter from Susanna reveals she always believed Conrad and Belly were meant to be. Forcing Belly to confront the truth she's been avoiding, Belly heads to Paris to find herself, only to cross paths with Conrad at the airport, leaving us with a cliffhanger full of hope, heartbreak, and the promise of what's next. My God. This episode, it was good.
That ain't right.
Mm-hmm. You want to go through some fan theories?
Yeah, quickly. So, unhinged from seeing the actors filmed, what if Steven and Jer go to Paris to find Belly, but they find Conrad and
Belly
together in Paris?
Mm-hmm. So this is what I wrote. So, and also Belly does not go up to Conrad at the airport. She like goes to get on the plane. He sees her and he jumps on the flight, and then they get married in Paris.
Yeah. So I also agree. Like she might see him, but just walk on the plane.
Yeah, I think that she's gonna do that because there is a rope. Like she's in a line and there's a rope. Like so, it kind of shows that she like went to go walk. But I think in the next episode she's gonna stop herself.
I think so too.
And he sees her,
and then he'll know immediately that they didn't get married.
Yeah. People were also wondering who she was on the phone with at the end of the episode. If you remember that she's like in the airport, she's like on the phone, she hangs up, and then she looks at the board to find a Paris flight.
Oh.
So who knows? I also wrote I saw a TikTok that said, we should stop lying to young girls. No one buys an airplane ticket like that.
Well,
It's true.
I was thinking Alicia's finally jumping for joy because Belly's using Laurel's money.
Yes, finally. Somebody is using her freaking gifts
Yep.
correctly. Poor
Yeah.
Laurel has spent so much money on this sham of a wedding.
So true. So one thing that I saw that I was like, holy Chicago, Jeremiah in Paris is a mirage, like the opener of season 2 when she's kissing Conrad.
I know.
And then she comes back to reality.
Yeah, you have to freaking assume everything's a lie in the trailers.
But you know what? Okay, let's get into our notes because I didn't even paste mine. I have 14 years of them.
I know. You were like, I have pages of notes.
And you're like, it's nothing.
I know. I wrote these notes just now.
Read your notes and then I will interrupt you here or there.
Okay. First of all, literally nothing has gone right for this wedding. Not one freaking thing. And nothing has stopped them. Like,
and this is what stops them.
Yes. That very freaking last seconds before they get married. Also, why is Belly alone all day? Like, I wasn't alone one time my entire wedding day. Like,
that's true, actually.
There's so many people in your hotel room. Like, Taylor was like in and out. Where's the rest of her bridesmaids? Like,
well, where was Annika?
Annika, her mom, like, Laurel walks in and was like, hey, what's up? Like, she doesn't even know Jer's not even present. I'm just like, why is no one with Belly? Like, first of all, she's going through something. Jer is missing.
Yeah.
But second of all, like, on your wedding day, like, I literally was not alone for a second.
Never. Not even one.
I was alone to pee, and that was about it. Like,
and not even that, because you couldn't.
I know. And once you're in your dress.
Yeah. So that was very unrealistic.
Yes. No one was alone. And also, like, not knowing how you're going to do your hair or makeup is also very unrealistic. She's like, what are you going to do with your hair? You should just leave it down. Like, when you're planning a wedding, that's like one of the first things you think of besides the dress.
And the fact that she didn't go to a hair and makeup trial, I just don't believe.
Although I did do my own makeup.
That's nice.
Yeah. I wanted to because I spent the year practicing doing makeup. And that year before, or not year, but because we got engaged like 6 months. I spent that whole 6 months wearing makeup every single day, like a lot. Because I changed from glasses to contacts and I never went back. But
God.
It was because I didn't want the one day I wear makeup to be my wedding day and the one day I don't wear my glasses to be my wedding day. Because you have to like get used to your face.
Yeah.
With a lot of makeup, and you have to get used to your face wearing no glasses. Because other people, if they're not used to seeing you, they're like, are you blind?
Yeah. Who is that up there?
Yeah. So
who you're marrying?
So getting married takes a lot of prep.
Really does.
And this is coming from someone who does not do those things in life usually. Like even me.
Yeah, I mean that's saying something, girl.
It sure is. Let's see. I loved Taylor really giving Conrad the ish. She was like, sit down.
Oh. She should have punched him in the nuts.
I know. Should have been 2 punches. I loved how they ended Denise and Steven.
No.
I think you didn't like that?
So many. First off, hear my side. You do not go months working with someone to have a buildup of a kiss to you both pull away and be like, nothing. That is so unrealistic.
I can agree to that.
They really liked each other. So even if you had the worst first kiss, wouldn't you be like, okay, well, it was the end of the long day? Like,
I can agree with that, but I do like how they did it. I like how it was just so clean cut.
No.
Like now we don't even have to worry about Denise. He's not in a fight with Denise. Denise is not mad. Like it was like, cool, we can go for Taylor now. Like there was no love triangle there. Like there was a clear cut to that triangle.
I don't know. That was
I liked it.
Okay.
Now I could just move forward and I'm fine.
We could move forward last episode because we knew she was a dead character. So they just did it. Like, it would have been so much more impactful if he would have kissed her and been like, I just really wished she was Taylor, you know? Like, I just
But I mean, there can't be two longing stories. Like, we got that with Conrad already.
It's literally been that the entire season. So why fuck it up at the end? Why fumble? Right?
Are we fumbling?
Yeah. Keep going.
Ew, the last kiss between Jer and Belly. They were like
the last kiss. Where was it?
It's when Jer came in after he's back, and he kisses her, and they're just like not synced up. It was just like
what I clocked as the last kiss was him taking her hand and kissing it and putting it on his face.
Okay.
And put it down.
That is probably the last kiss then.
That was sad.
Yeah. Because it's one of those breakups where like they don't want to break up, but they
need to.
This isn't going anymore. This isn't going to work anymore.
I have a lot to say about that. Keep going.
Conrad is literally telling anyone who will listen that he loves her. He is done.
Then I love her.
He's like, bring it on. I'm ready to talk to anyone about it. After 2 seasons of not talking to anyone about it, all the day before the day of the wedding, he's down to chit chat.
Him. You know, fuck him.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Jer knew about Christmas, which is crazy. Jer got Conrad's letter. Susanna is really trying to stir the pot from the grave. Right? She had no idea he was going to marry Belly. Like, they're 18 at this point when she dies from the show.
It's insane.
Like, that's a lot, Susanna.
Yeah.
Like, he could have very much married someone else.
That was wrong, I thought. But
she didn't even want to ask Jer to marry her. She loves Conrad. When she said, it was at the end when they're like, basically this is called off. She says in her voiceover, like, I could ask him right now and he'd marry me. And she's like, but I'm not gonna do it.
Oh man. Oh God. That was wow.
And then LOL, Adam is stuck with the bill for this wedding.
It's your birthday.
Absolutely. And then I put some TikToks saying, where is Belly going with a bikini and a dress packed in that suitcase?
She's going to the beach.
Yeah. She goes to Paris with a carry-on bag of wedding dress and a bikini.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Okay, you do yours.
Okay, so that kitchen scene at the beginning was so awkward, but it was like also like, holy shit. Like, Belly flat out lying to him literally to just get through the day. Like, her saying there's nothing there. And then every single character can see the brooding happening.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeremiah even notes it at the end when he's like, I knew it was a bad idea for you to stay there this summer, and you both made me feel crazy about it.
Dang.
I am saying right here, right now, this show has done Jeremiah so fucking dirty.
They really have.
Like, the fact that he knew that they were together over Christmas, he was so hurt by it. Not that that's an excuse to cheat, but that was the catalyst for all the mess. And Belly not taking 1 ounce of ownership over that really pissed me off.
Yeah, when they were yelling at each other in the kitchen, I was like, oh, there were some good points. Like, this is not just Conrad. Like, he actually has some really good points here. Belly is not that I did think she was like totally fine and all her decisions were correct, but there was definitely some selfishness on Belly's part. I mean, this whole thing, the fact that she's at this point stringing Jer along. Like,
well, and to be honest, he doesn't trust her.
yeah. He doesn't trust, no, but none of them trust each other. This is going nowhere.
No, it was like, dear God. Okay, Steven giving that speech to Conrad was so incredible. I loved every
really
second of it. And then again, like, she really, really broke his trust.
Yeah.
And to his point at the end, like, you didn't have to say yes. He never should have proposed. Never,
No.
if he was feeling all those things.
That is really the truth. Like, yes, they've made problems, but Jer really intensified it by like, why did, because I guess he was in the same boat as her.
Yeah.
He was just trying to make this work, basically.
Yeah.
And so he thought that's what he should do to make it work.
Yeah. And then when you said, and I really talk about this a lot with my husband, and very major moments in our lives, they're called these sliding doors moments. So Belly says, I know I could have asked him right here to marry me, and because he's so good, he would have done it. But she didn't, and that was her sliding doors moment.
Yeah.
They both have so much love for each other. Walking away from somebody when there is so much love is one of the hardest things you can do as a human, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means for Jeremiah. And we obviously don't know what that means for Belly, but she's going on a eat, pray, love.
Yeah, she really is.
Oh,
eat, pray, love. That's what that trailer showed me. I'm like, okay, so like, she's gonna go find herself.
Yeah, exactly. Alicia, have you ever had a sliding doors moment?
I don't think I've had one where I know, but like I have, like, you can look back and see, I guess. I think maybe I have those. Like, I feel like choosing the school that I went to, like college that I went to, was a big one in my life. Because I chose not to go to the school that like a lot of my friends were going, which was a school we know of. And I think that was I mean, it really put me on a trajectory of where I am now. And so, like, that's one that comes to mind. What about you?
Mine was, my sister, Alicia, who was just on the show. I was like for months being like, I want to have New Year's with Bobby. I want to have New Year's with Bobby. And my sister was like so tired of me saying it. And I had plans with another really close guy friend who I knew that he liked me, but I just didn't like him in that way because I always had like measured everybody to Bobby, even when we weren't together. And I was always just so obsessed with him. And I had these plans to go to Texas, and I called my sister, was like, just call him and see if he'll want to do New Year's with you. And I was like, okay. And I did, and he said yes. And so I canceled my other New Year's plans. And that was really like that's our anniversary date, New Year's Eve. And yeah, like anyway, so that was like, I think about that all the time. Like, if I would have chosen the other door, like, where would I?
Yeah, there's like a real,
and like, would it have
this way or that?
Yeah, like, would it have still happened, or I don't know. So anyway,
what's meant to be will always find a way. She's gonna marry that boy someday.
Or he's really gonna marry her that someday.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Also another country song.
Yeah. I love that song, actually. Belly, okay, leaving the beach house, I was devastated by her walking out that door. Like, I think it was really like her character is not allowed to leave childhood because she hasn't faced her feelings.
Yeah, and you could hear the children, like her. And, yes.
No, it was like really intense.
Which is, I guess, the whole point of the show is her coming of age kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
it's the summer she stopped being a child.
Yeah, totally. Belly's doing the first thing for herself in 5 years by
Seriously.
going to the airport and going to Paris.
It was so painful to watch her through this whole season, like
Yeah.
coddle Jer and say
Oh.
yes to Jer when you know she would rather get into a fight with him about it. Like that was rough.
Yeah. Again, Conrad was honestly a very confused soul and very selfish.
Yeah.
It was the right thing to do, but it was so the wrong time.
Yes, he should have said this so many years ago. I mean, or you know what? Literally just shut up. Like, let them. Like, this only worked out because her and Jer were already pretty much falling apart. Like, if they were in perfect love, everything went well, this wedding's fine, then Conrad needs to shut up. He
I agree.
literally did have his chance.
So wrong. And Jeremiah was hinting that he knew the whole episode.
Yeah. Yep.
It was like you could just tell he
We
knew.
don't need you anymore. I'm her family. That was a threat.
Yeah. Bad. I honest to God think like I hate to be a woman hater because I mostly hate men. But I don't like when characters are not held accountable for their actions and people swear the hate that the character Jeremiah has been getting. I'm like, now we see the full story and people are still like, what a loser. I'm like,
yeah,
obviously there were reasons behind it.
yeah,
I'm not sticking up for him because, like, by the way, he shouldn't have done 11 different things that he did. But there's always two people in a relationship, and there's his side, her side, and the truth. Okay?
There's your couples counseling for the day.
That's all I got for you. No, and then honestly, her seeing Conrad at the airport, I went through every emotion possible in this episode. I was happy, I was pissed, I was crying, I was concerned, I was worried, I was yelling. Like I did it all.
Yeah, I agree. Seeing Conrad at the airport, I also was like, this is very TV show that he's at the airport. There's like so many terminals at airports. Like,
well, did you see Jenny Han posted today about the international terminal at the Logan Airport in Boston? And
really?
Yeah, and they do mix terminals. So I think she's telling us like Belly's going alone.
Shoot. Well, obviously he's not going to Paris.
Well, but we wouldn't have thought that if
I know he
didn't drop.
But I think, like I said, or like the fan theory that he may just jump on that plane.
Oh, he's not jumping on that plane.
Where's he gonna go? Home? He's gonna go back to California?
He's gonna go back to that little gremlin woman, Agnes.
Well, I guess he is, because I mean the trailer did not have Conrad in it at all. Had Belly just living her life in Paris.
Didn't that guy look like Cam Cameron?
Yes, I thought it was.
I was like, forward, back, forward, back.
Yes, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect.
And then I was like, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was some boyfriend that she probably needs. Good for her. Again, like, find yourself, girl. Just don't take down a poor.
Pray love.
Yeah, you get your eat, pray, love on, girl. But I'm mad at you. Okay.
Oh, she's young.
We did it. That's all of our thoughts. Honestly, we could probably go for 100 hours.
Yes, that was the abridged version.
Yeah. But we are so thankful for you hanging out with us today on Slay and Pray with Alicia, and Corinna today. And whether today was a slay because Taylor Swift got engaged this week, or a pray because a doctor called your daughter or your son.
Still cute. It's fine.
She's the cutest of the button. We're so glad you spent it with us.
I am Alicia.
And I'm Corinna.
Until next time, we hope you slay all day.